on ESPN, and we are ready for the last quarterfinal of the weekend on a brisk afternoon here in Davis. Illinois State, fresh off one of the biggest upsets in college football history, beating the behemoth. That was close at halftime before UC Davis blew away the Rams in the second half. Pinnock to the air, and he's got his top target, Samuel Batu Jr. Plenty of speed, and Batu's inside. 55 yards to Batu on the opening play. Now Fisher plowing inside the 20, just like that, UC Davis in the red zone.
And you'll get a good mixture of tempo from Tim Plow. They're going to go.
Batu in motion on 2nd and 5. Pinnock trying to dump it to Fisher, and it bounces incomplete.
Yeah, just wanted to check it down and just short-armed it.
Pinnock pulls it, and it's off the hands of Batu. Took a shot from LaShavion Brown, the safety. Ridley, in his third year as UC Davis's place kicker. This from 35, and Ridley connects. He has missed 7 field goals this year, but he puts UC's 3 touchdown underdogs in the Fargo Dome. Here's Chris Taylor on the return for Illinois State. Taylor finding a seam. He cuts it back. And Taylor's gone for a touchdown. 91 yards. Taylor goes the distance.
It back, and he takes it to the house.
And Matt Maldonado adds the extra point. Taylor the play, helping Illinois State punch right back.
Yeah, big time return. The answer right away. Redbirds lead it early.
Batu using his speed to test Illinois State at all levels. Pinnock comes back to the other side, and he's on target. It's Stacey Dobbins, the number 2 receiver, who picks up 9 yards.
Oh, exactly what Dobbins did right there.
Now the screen for Dobbins. Got a nice block on the edge from Tyler Hennessy, the true freshman, and a first down, gain of 5. And Davis using that up-tempo attack. They're in a rhythm. Pinnock on the move, so dangerous when the play breaks down. And Pinnock cannot step out of the tackle of Bauer, but a good
his feet.
Now on 2nd and 5, he hooks up with Hennessy. And the true freshman moving the sticks inside the 25, just his 9th catch of the year. Crabs last week in the 2nd round win over Rhode Island. Now Fisher around the end. A race with Wilson toward the pylon. He is in for the touchdown. Jordan Fisher, a 23-yard burst. And UC Davis is back in front.
Yeah, and that's not going to get stopped. Yeah, touchdown.
And the extra point by Ridley. Fisher tight roping the sideline at the very end for his 8th. Rittenhouse, an effective scrambler, much like Caden Pinnock. He picks up a couple of yards. Jackson Severs, the sophomore, field to start this game. We were told that he's dealing with a torn hip flexor from last week. He did go through warm-ups. Rittenhouse connects with his top target, Daniel Sopkowitz, who caught 3 touchdowns last week. Warm-ups. He did go through them. He didn't do a ton, though. First down for Illinois State. Rittenhouse loops it complete. Luke Maylander, the freshman of the year in the Missouri Valley, into UC. Now Victor Dawson, coming off a career game in Fargo last week. He struggles ahead for about a yard. 137 on 3rd down over the last few weeks. Rittenhouse up top, open man, it's a touchdown. Redshirt freshman Dylan Lord. He got behind Kalani Riddick. Seesaw.
He cannot get over Cole Batson fast enough, and the throw was tremendous by Rittenhouse.
I think you just heard somebody in the crowd say, oh, it's on? Yes, it is. Ty Niekamp Star linebacker. They were pretty excited when they found out, yes, they'd be coming back here this year. Pinnock connects with Batu again. And a first down across the 40-yard line.
FC Davis is going to go with some tempo.
Anytime they pick up that first down, big play, they want to get right back over the ball. Now the slip screen for Zach Jones. And Jones, who had 2 touchdowns last week against Rhode Island. Kai Asia's checked in at running back now for UC Davis. And he gets the call. And Asia to the boundary. Down the sideline. Pushed out. Inside the 20-yard line. And Dobbins motions out. Fake the screen. Now Pinnock does let it go. Asia stumbles ahead inside the 15 to bring up third to 31. Connected from 35, and it's a fake. The holder, Dylan Morrow, to the line to gain at the 6. UC.
The runner's knee was down with the ball at the 7-yard line. The result of the play is turnover on downs to Illinois State.
And there you go. I was wrong.
Maybe your wife is right.
Yeah, well, of course.
Timeout on the field.
So Brock 2 years, and they come up just short. So Illinois State takes over from their own 7. Rittenhouse airs it out for Sobkowitz. He's got it. Defender fell down, and Sobkowitz is on his way to the end zone for the touchdown. 93 yards. Nobody has caught more touchdowns in Illinois State history than Sobkowitz. Make it 37 in his career now.
How big is that replay now, right? To get it right and overturn that fake? One Duma, though, you know?
Right, the instinct takes
Correct.
over. You're still on the field. You want to make the tackle. Pinnock keeping the whole way, and he's tripped up by Jake Anderson. The nose tackle at the strip sack late last week that set up. Pinnock, the unanimous freshman of the year in the Big Sky, facing a blitz. Pinnock escapes and completes it for the first down to Scott Nixon. On 2nd and 10. Pinnock was looking in the flat, now to the end zone. Dobbins, did he hang on? It's a touchdown. UC Davis answering as Pinnock fits it into 7. Going up top. Morrow, remember from the fake field goal, was shaken up, but he's out there to hold on the extra point. A flag is down. Dawson to the 2nd level, and Victor Dawson dragging defenders close to midfield. Man, he's an All-American in the FCS. A couple of years at Cincinnati, and now back in the FCS at Illinois State. Rittenhouse scrambles, he's got room, and he slides just short of the finals. The pop pass to Batu, UC Davis's leading receiver. And he turns the corner toward the 15-yard line.
And you just see how strong.
This at all here in the playoffs for UC Davis. But he's on the field on Saturday. Fisher on 3rd and short, ripping ahead for the first down.
And they brought.
Fisher squirting through the hole, and Fisher right down to around the 5-yard line. They stop him at the 7. Wow. Dobbins in motion. They give it to Fisher again. And bouncing inside the 5. He needs around the 2.
Could come in handy here.
So 4th and 2, and Fisher is hit behind the line. Sandwiched. DeBoe's a part of that crew, along with Dawson, 3rd straight carry, and he stumbles ahead for the first down.
You know, Ted, you talked about Victor Dawson's travels, started FCS, was really good.
Game of the season, closing in on 1,000 yards. Rittenhouse fakes it to him and slings it up top. Maylander to the top rung, and he pulls it down across. And remember, no Jacob Syke for UC Davis today. Their top pass rusher, Rittenhouse, scrambling, eyeing the 42, and he dives ahead for the first down. The do today is watch with that torn hip flexor. Pass caught by Sobkowitz on first down. And he's across midfield in the clutches of freshman corner Drew Cofield today. Dawson again. Broke one tackle, and he spins ahead to the 41. First down.
And remember, because Illinois
To the committee. Coming off that upset of 1 seed North Dakota State. On the 10th play of the drive, Victor Dawson carving his way inside the 30-yard line. Dawson again. A stiff arm for Richardson. Oh, Victor Dawson throwing him down. Dawson eclipses 1,000 yards for the season. Under 4 to play in the half. Dawson again. Really outside of the Rittenhouse scramble on third, either team. And now 3rd down and 12 for Illinois State. Rittenhouse completes it to Scotty Presson Jr., the hero from a week ago with that go-ahead from 34 to extend the lead. Maldonado, no good. Wide to the left. 3rd and 10. Pinnock finds a dragging Dobbins for the first down. Dobbins with plenty of space, pushed out near midfield.
hurry here, but a lot of times running.
Pinnock out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 12. UC Davis just does have 1 timeout left. Pinnock on the keeper inside the 35. So 4th down. And this is really outside on what looks to be the final play of the half. Ridley unloads. No good. Missed it way to the right. On deck around him. Dawson with the handoff this time, and Dawson scoots closer to the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and about 2, gain of 10.
Yeah, that big offensive line.
Making such a difference, tried to give it a go, just could not push through here today. On 3rd down, Rittenhouse converts. Daniel Sobkowitz, who else? One of the top receiver, 93-yard touchdown in that first quarter. Rittenhouse guns it to Maylander. And Maylander shuffles out of bounds with a gain of 8.
And that's the thing for opponents.
Outside of maybe that #1 receiver. They love their depth this season. And they love Victor Dawson, who plows ahead for the first down. Gain of 4. That #2 back most of the season. He's definitely the lead guy right now. Dawson stepping out of another tackle into the secondary. And tripped up inside the 20 by Stanley. 21. Glatz stays in there on 2nd and 6. Again on the ground, Glatz to the end zone for the touchdown. Illinois State comes out of the locker room and they march. And Maldonado adds the extra point. 15. Caden Pinnock, a deep shot. He wants Zach Jones. He's got him. Ball comes out at the end. And Illinois, Zach Jones, and recovers the fumble. And the Redbirds have it back. The dump off to Victor Dawson. And Dawson shoving his way for the first down. A game Valley formula that has worked for the Bison or the Jackrabbits through the years, the Dakota schools, as Seth Glatz tumbles toward the first down marker at the 41.
And to me, what makes it an Illinois
Weeks ago, 4 losses in the regular season. Seth Glatz stood up at the line of scrimmage here. I mean, Illinois State lost by 30. Watch tape the next week of that game. So just fix it and move on. Rittenhouse completes it, breaking a tackle, Sobkowitz to the sideline. And he moves the chains again. 37 in his career. On second down, Rittenhouse dumps it for Dawson. He managed it. Oh, look out, umpire. A first down for Dawson. Stick it in the belly of Dawson again. And Victor Dawson crashes ahead for a first down. Ty Richardson
in this third quarter.
Zach Jones lost that fumble on the big pass. Rittenhouse throwing to Sobkowitz. He pulls it in for the touchdown. When the Redbirds reach the red zone this week in the historic upset of North Dakota State. And he's got his second here today. Maldonado adds the PA just when the show was starting to get popular. Rittenhouse on the move, stepping out of the tackle by Madruga. And a first down for Rittenhouse. UC Davis sends for Rittenhouse to Lord. He's got it. Dylan Lord coming in motion. A 1,000-yard receiver for UC Davis. Blitzer, and Pinnock finds the outlet. It's Fisher. He steps out of bounds, just shy of midfield. The freshman All-American has time. And he finds Batu. And it's another first down for UC Davis. Well, that's worked really all. Pinnock avoids the rush and checks it down to Asia. In for Fisher. And Asia with a big gain.
That's the defensive coordinator.
Family affair, third down. Pinnock gets away, flag down in the secondary as Pinnock scrambles for the first down to the 10-yard line. But a flag hole inside the 5. Fisher weaving. And he's down close to the 2. Fisher remains the back. Pinnock over the top. It's intercepted. Taken away by C.J. Richard Jr. Illinois for UC Davis at home. Dawson tumbles in the arms of Cole Batson now to the 13 to bring up third down and about 4.
Does and is doing today.
Dawson again. And across the 25-yard line, it's another first down. And with Wright battling a shoulder injury over the last few weeks, it has become Victor Dawson's backfield. And Dawson dragging Aggies to the 33-yard line. Oh, after 7 straight Dawson runs, Glatz is in, 3rd and 5. And trickery. Sobkowitz trying to throw it back to Rittenhouse, and it's incomplete.
Box run and you're up 3 scores, but you know, it's a little different these days from when I played.
And now a fake for Futch, and he's got the first down. Well, Illinois State has piled up a season-high 270
Final.
Again, Villanova knocking off an undefeated Lehigh team, followed by, well, the win over the 4-seed Tarleton State here today. Zach Jones on the return for UC Davis. Had a nice punt return earlier. Jones down the sideline and pushed out around the 25. Become a playmaker at receiver and in the return game. Pinnock spinning out of trouble and sends it to Dobbins along the sideline, out of bounds. So 3rd and 7 for UC Davis. Screen for Jordan Fisher. It's a first down. And Fisher corkscrews down inside the 5. 1st and goal. Pinnock on the roll. Looking for Fisher. He's got it for the touchdown. So UC Davis finally reaches the end zone. Pinnock again on the move, had to avoid one man and could not fit it into Simpson. And now, extracurricular activity.
Hey, three.
Look out here.
Out of the game, that's going to affect you next week, so you have to keep your emotions in check here as we get a look at what happens after this play. Now, Stacey Dobbins was open in the flat, but Pinnock just couldn't get it to him. Very faint pulse.
Down by 19. Screen for Asia. And that helps a little bit, not much. Taken down by Patrick Bauer, and now Heisman Trophy winner in New York. There's Caden Pinnock, one of the best freshmen in the FCS. Swings it out to Kaya. That's a first down for UC Davis across the 40. Davis just has one timeout remaining. Pinnock up top. Dobbins again leaving his feet. Boy, had that incredible catch for a touchdown in the...
Very physical defensively today.
Would you expect anything less from a team from the Missouri Valley? Down the seam for Dobbins, and it's a touchdown. For UC Davis, Dobbins' second here tonight.
And again, talk about the no quit. I mean, Dobbins
for two again. Screen, Batu, hook and lateral for Fisher, and it works to perfection for two. Seeded team out of the Missouri Valley. Tommy Rittenhouse taking the knees, and Illinois State goes from one of the last four teams in the FCS team standing onto the semifinals with a 42-31 victory over UC Davis.
It's a tournament. You just got to get in, and then once you get in, get hot. It'll be another great semifinal, and again, going through Philadelphia on its way to Nashville in that side of the bracket.
Villanova was on the road their first 2 weeks in the playoffs.